What's up, YouTube? It's the Swordsman. Now, you're probably wondering, what's he going to review? He's not holding anything. Well, if we look to the wall, you'll see my Altair Majestic Sword from the game Assassin's Creed. Now, first off, as many replicas that are out there, they could have put more detail into this. It's not completely accurate. Believe me, I checked. They might have been going for something new, maybe like trying to do like an upgraded version of the sword. Like this is how it looks afterwards, or maybe even before. Who knows what they were trying to do? But I know for a fact that the handle shouldn't look like this. And I definitely know that the pommel of this sword, if you look at it closely, you'll see that it's pretty much polished smooth all the way around. Now, but if you look at the shape of it, you can tell that there should be something more, like they've left something to the imagination. Well, what that is it's supposed to be a carved eagle's head. Now, why they decided to get cheap and then forego the eagle's head for just this plain smooth texture, I don't know. But it gives you the idea of the feel of the sword, it gives you the general look of it. But again, as soon as you take it out, again, you'll notice a couple of problems. Number one, the hilt is not as detailed as it should be. It's missing several little bits and pieces that I noticed on the actual version. The blade is supposed to be etched towards the hilt with a certain pattern, and it's not present on this replica. The steel, it's made of cheap steel. Says I don't know if you can see it there, but it says made in Pakistan. So obviously there was a high demand for these weapons, and they were mass produced. Can't really do nothing about that, unfortunately. For the serious collector, you must be a fan to own this. If you're not a fan, don't bother, because why else would you want it if you're not a fan? I mean, you wouldn't know what the hell it is. You'd think it was just from like Prince of Persia or Conan or something. I mean, you could have just thrown anything out there and say, oh yeah, that's a sword from Power Rangers. No, that wouldn't have worked. But regardless, I was at least happy to see that it came with a fairly sturdy construction. It was semi-sharp, so I only had to run it through my ceramic sharpener maybe a dozen times on each side, and then sharpen it up real nice, and not to worry. I'm not exactly sure why there is a goblin's head on the hilt. Again, take a close look. There's a goblin's head. Now, to my recollection, there were never any goblins in the Assassin's Creed games. That's sort of more in the realm of Lord of the Rings or Elder Scrolls. So why they chose a goblin head, I have no clue. The most redeeming factor of this sword was the belt and sheath. Pure, genuine leather, solid metal buckle and fittings. The belt actually fits me. I was surprised. Usually when I get a sheath that includes a belt, the belt is for like a kid or something, or maybe even a woman. But I need a man-sized belt, thank you. As you notice, it's all leather. It's not hardwood or anything. It's constructed very well, and there's actually a sheath protector on the outside. There's 2 layers to this sheath. That way you keep yourself from, when you sheath it and unsheath it, you don't rip it up or anything like that. So it's very durable. I recommend it for the Assassin's Creed fan. If you're not an Assassin's Creed fan, just keep scrolling along until you find a sword that does suit you. Again, not an exact replica, but for the price, you can't beat it. I picked this up for about 40 bucks. Random websites, again, Google, eBay. You can find these everywhere. They're not hard to find. So I recommend it. Until next time, I'm the Swordsman, and keep it real.